Welcome again. I'm going to show how to make a pretty interesting parametric chain that can kind of flow along any curve that you want and fix the kinks in it as you go. It's not too hard to figure out. This is following a catenary arc. You can get some nice flow, smooth geometry. It's worth playing around with. You can get some nice renderings with chain when you're done. I'm going to show you how to use that and use a little rebuild curve tool as well. So let's just jump in and go to shaded and probably take this and pop it off, and we'll go in and take a look at what we have here. And what I'm doing as I build this chain is better start with something simple, a little rectangle, not too hard. And this is the way I think about it because I actually like moving things around. I don't like things to be too engineered and too, I guess proficient or perfect. I'm going to explode that curve into points, and we'll just take a view at the top view maybe, which would maybe be better. And then I'm going to take a list item, reduce, cull out the -1, the last index, so I actually only have 4. I'm going to use my dispatch to acquire an arc and move it in the x direction, positive and both negative. Take that as an outer curve, and then what I'm going to do is join those curves, and I'm going to mirror them, but as I mirror them and rotate them and move them to another constructed plane, I'm going to end up with another one over here, and you'll see exactly what's going on there. Now I have 2 curves that can be played with and moved apart and back together. I have control over those, so I can take off this one and put this one on because that allows me to move it in another direction, and in the end I'm left with these 2 objects. Those 2 objects can be put into a linear array, and there they go. And there's a reference line that goes to this that I have to put from here to here because I'll need that while I start thinking of my target being a catenary arc between these 2 points. And this base curve right here, I've actually internalized that into here already, so you can externalize it, take a look at it if you wanted to see it. But in the end, you are taking as line only, and you're flowing this along here. Now, if you take a look at here, you've got some botching. And I don't know if I can show that, but I actually think the rebuild actually fixed it, which is strange because when I first put it in, I had all these little weird kinks in here. And they may still be there, but I found this rebuild really allowed it to kind of wobble and flow and be a little more forged like metal. And then you take it into its render, and there you go. You have into its, not render, into its pipe, and you're done. You can also use your rigid and your true tools here. You can change the length of your chain as well as you go. You really have a lot of control over this, which is pretty fun. And that will flow along any curve you want. So if you grabbed, I don't know if I want to do this for a digital asset. Let's grab my spiral, bring it in. I think there's a little spiral tool here. Here we go. So we can grab that little spiral, and the target curve doesn't have to be the catenary arc. We can grab another one of these curves, and we'll bring that in, and it won't work for a second. We'll do that as a target. We'll just take that and set, let me see if I can get to that. What happened to my, oh, I have to find my script. Go get my curve. There it is. This curve will be the one that I will bring back to here and blow up. Keep bringing it back, and we'll bring that into our curve, into our target. And that should allow us to pipe it. You see some real funky stuff that's happening there where it's used its scale and done something very interesting with relating to that as a chain.